All right. Let's continue. Um, let's go directly to the first exercises. I kind of uh, because I'm embedded systems teacher or smart systems teacher, I kind of don't like the word theory, especially on University of Applied Sciences. So I kind of like ideas to that we will start doing learning by doing. That's the best way in the field that you are selected. So there's no other way to learn, for example, programming than program. Or other way to learn how electronic works unless you smell the smoke. Okay, only the hard way. So the first assignment. Oh, I should actually maybe put a number here. Whatever you do, you should do a project plan. So that was the first assignment on this the common exercises. So do the project plan. Contracts would be the next one, but anyways, start with this one. Very simple. Write a project plan. You don't need to start from totally blank paper since Word is full of nice templates. One of the best ones in Finland is Tekes, the Teknologian Edistämiskeskus, the Finnish Foundation for Technology something. Let's see what Tekes actually is. Tekes.fi. It's a government funding agency. Oops, not secure. Not secure. Advanced. Yeah, best place. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's why. So it's not called Tekes anymore. It's part of the Business Finland. It's one of the offices on Business Finland. But anyways, on good old days, it was established to give the startup funding for technology research. Oh, wow. Yep, great. All right. So, but anyways, they actually, the Business Finland is still providing funding, not for technology startups anymore, since startups already have their own channels, but they are funding some of the industrial projects with high risk, but still a good target of having, for example, advancing some technology to get a new product. Nokia wouldn't be Nokia without Tekes. Tekes was the main external contributor for giving this grants, but also loans to Nokia when they started boosting the for example, mobile phone business. Okay, but there are also other good companies like Vaisala who has been really benefiting a lot of this funding agency. But I googled also. Wow, where is it? There? There's a Word document titled Project Plan. Okay, this is for research project, but most of this actually applies also to any project. And innovation project is one sort of research project. It's supposed to do something new. This basically should help you to kind of keep your eye on the ball. So what you are doing, clear it out. What you are doing, what is the goal, and what are the expected results. Those are the things that are actually the key points for any stakeholder of a project. So when you think of for example, this Lapinjärvi case, what the Lapinjärvi municipality waits for? First of all, needs to know what is the goal. Did you understand the goal of this project the same way as they did? Okay. What will be done? Okay, that's the plan. What is basically you are promising? Okay, we try to do this, and then of course, what you are going to deliver. Yeah. Okay, and then basically, as any project, you cannot. Wait a minute. How do you eat an elephant? Bit by bit. Okay, not. It's hard to eat it whole, you know. So you cut this project into smaller tasks and basically described what would be done in this one, persons who are actually involved with it, and who is the lead for this task. So it's also kind of here you'll be start thinking of kind of work sharing plan for the whole project. How many hours? That's actually good. Since you have a 270 hours would be the total budget, but let's see, about 60 hours is dedicated to these lectures. So you have about 210 hours to mark here per worker. Okay. It also helps you to estimate the total amount which will be doing, which you will be working on this one. Well, okay, subcontracting. You probably don't have any subcontractors, unless, well, if you do, well, you might actually think of that part there. So you have kind of one is managing and the other one is subcontracting. Työkaverijärjestelmä. Working pal system, you know. One is working, another one is the pal. Okay, and what are the targeted results for the task? And the same thing for all of those tasks. Yeah. Summary. Basically, it comes from those tasks. There's absolutely no other working hours than what is on those tasks, unless, of course, you need to put some project management overhead there. But as I said, this is a template. You will edit your own, but it better have this kind of parts there. So how to cut the elephant? Yeah, that's kind of obsolete. Then timetable. Have you heard of Gantt chart? You should, since whenever you go to a work which has any projects, especially technology companies, you will be reading and making those Gantt charts. I could actually put a link to the Gantt chart somewhere. Estimated cost. It's not bad idea to actually have some sort of a budget for the project. Although, okay, it's learning project. You are also using some, say, maybe some software, free licenses for you now, but how about if you were doing as a company, you are paying every single tool that you are using. Computer, well, you're paying the computer now, but how about not having the student versions of those software? You are paying for the operating system if you're running a company. Now you have actually the student licensed operating system. Hopefully you have it. No need to pay it. And same thing for Office tools. Student version is free of charge for you. Metropol is paying the total fees for those. So you will be basically also needing to somehow cover the overhead cost of the whatever you're doing. So yeah, I would say it's a good exercise to actually start calculating how much it would cost if you were running a company. Otherwise, well, if you take this one and move it into startup phase, then those numbers better be, realistic. Otherwise, you will get embarrassing comments or questions. Okay. Salaries. Okay. Again, this project plan is really a planning phase is to practice for the future. So think of some decent salary here. You will see how much actually it costs to run a project. And where are the costs of any project when you go into real work? It'll be surprisingly big, that part. Okay. Other expenses, stuff like that. So this is a kind of one simple project plan template, kind of minimum requirement. It's not bad template at all. The project plan or project proposal doesn't need to be long. It has to be clear so that whoever is reading it can actually, from the first page, already take a look. Do I need to read more? Okay. So I'm added that one, and I promised some link to Gantt chart. Let's see. Timetable. Do I have the? No, I said yeah. No, I don't have anything here. I'll. Let me Google Gantt chart. So, are you sure that you haven't heard of it? I'm quite sure that you have seen it. Yeah. It's nothing more than a graphic representation of where do you do work. Helps you visualizing and thinking, okay, how does the project actually, how does it flow? Description of project flow. And doing this in 8 weeks, you can then go back to this. Let's see, where do I have? Was it here? No, it was on there. Fine tune it, and this draft plan, fine tune it as a Gantt chart and put some details on it based on your own project plan. What tasks need to be done and time-wise design it like that. That's one of the first things which you should do when you start working on the project. As a matter of fact, this is the first thing before the project starts. You need to have a plan. You already have that small plan. Do it a little with more detail. Okay, and what I would like to see on this project plan return is the Gantt chart on the place of the project timing. Okay. Any questions this far? Another thing what we could actually do, well, the contracts you need to work with this project manager or the project supervisor. A little bit of the innovations explained to the stakeholder. You asked about the have some sort of example. I took liberty of. Okay. Yeah, this is just 6-7 minutes. This is way too long though. But otherwise, this is very clear presentation of what will be done. Only problem is this is not short enough. Yeah. Yeah. For example, on the new instructions on the Mino, it does not have a title page. And then, of course, it does not have content since this is short presentation. It goes directly to kind of sales speech. Okay, would you buy a product of this project which is not done yet? Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, simple presentation, just slideshow, and then using some sort of the recording software and then publishing it. That's a good exercise. Have you done videos yet? So do you have your own YouTube channel yet? No, you're technology students. Why should you? Yeah, I know. This is awful. Let's do a short exercise. So let's make some videos. Let's make some videos. So first things first. Metropolia is providing you the Google account. I think every one of you have already given blood sample to Google that you can use your Metropolia Google account, right? Maybe. If not, then you need to go to the IT services wiki and see how these cloud services actually work. Wiki. Cloud services. Is this familiar? Okay. So you probably have at least click the Office 365, but then the Google, you have agreed to anything what they are saying. So that there goes your privacy for the rest of your study time. Okay, accept the terms of use. Next step, what you should do basically today, you need to also separately accept the terms of YouTube services if you are using your own channel. So where to find the channel? First, you need to be logged into the Google account on your browser, preferably Chrome, for obvious reasons. And in there, you go to the YouTube. Okay, it looks like that. It looks like I like abandoned places and nice topless girls. Okay, some guns, yeah, fish, yeah. See, wow, documentary, mostly about war. It's great thing that the Google knows what I'm really fond of. Yeah, there's an excellent example on how uh, well these this kind of the statistics what the service providers are collecting are matching the reality. About 5 years back, uh, that when we had this earlier the change in the curriculum, there was also the net statistics, and based on the net statistics, what we should be teaching here on programming languages would be BASIC and COBOL based on the net stat. They should be the ones. So let's not rely totally on the net stats yet. Okay, but anyways, on that one, all right, it's somewhere in here. One way to actually do your video would be to use this, make it a live stream and use this as a recorder. So use the browser as your recorder. The only thing what you need to do is then to agree on terms and then give this browser to permissions to use the microphone, camera, and what else? The screen dump and that kind of stuff. Another one, upload a video, meaning just if you click on upload a video, you just drag and drop your video. That's my favorite way of doing things. And basically, if you haven't activated your account, then you will be enforced to do so before you can publish your video. My favorite encoder, video encoder, is the OBS Studio. Have you seen it? Probably not. It's a open broadcast studio, open source, totally open source. There are also some other ones which run these. This is an academic project, that's why it's open source. There are also some half commercial products that will give you some advertisements on the stream, but the engine is this one. So yeah, that's my recommendation is use the Open Broadcast Studio. Yeah, and here you can make different kind of views. For example, I'm now recording the cam view, or then let's see. Oh, that's the cam. Oh, yeah, camera. Hey, me. Hi, mom. I'm also teaching the MATLAB DSP with MATLAB, so I have different view for that one. I have just a desktop, then cam and desktop. So you can make schemes here, and for each, basically, you can add different sources to gather the data. So it's a video mixer. Yeah. And with the streaming capabilities also, or recording. It does not have edit. Video editing programs are different. I don't do any editing, so I don't have the program. But for the short video, it's the best actually to start recording and then go through your the presentation in one shot. And if it's not good, tape it over. Oh, record it over. Yeah, I know I'm old geek. I still say tape. Yeah, so you may use that program or find some other. Windows also has its own kind of the recording of voice and the screen. And there are some apps, and of course you can always, it's also permissible to have the camcorder which has also phone on it, so that's one way of doing it. Yeah, I know the first video will be awful. If you haven't taken any videos of yourself presenting something, do it. we still have 15 minutes time to do it, so that would be kind of nice exercise for today to try that one and then try to publish on YouTube and basically using the simple method, which is click here, then drag and drop the from here. Oh, there I have some video. Click, 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 click. Yeah, uploading, and then it gives you the link. It cannot be easier than that, but only if you have agreed with the YouTube with the terms. Okay, good. So that's my show part today. Now I'm waiting for you to take the cameras and start practicing a short presentation of the project idea. You do not need to publish this one anywhere if you don't really want to, but just to make sure that you can do it, since you are required to do it at some point of this project. Okay. Good. Any questions? Publish. Hmm? Video of, yeah, you can actually have this running the slideshow there and just talk over it, presenting your idea. No, you don't have to if you are shy. Yeah. I know, yeah. So, okay, one thing actually about the innovation project, it requires a lot of stepping out of your comfort zone. This might be the giant leap, though. So. Okay, good. Any other questions? Yeah, good. Let's start doing something. Stop